But then I mostly think that he found a dating loophole. Because if you only, I mean, it's smart. Because if you only have female friends, I think they just found a dating loophole. They found a loophole into getting the woman into bed.
All you people that like to pretend like men or women the same, God bless you. Good luck with that. You ever seen that show? Here's how I want to end that. Me and Dale just watched the movie, and you know how I end this? Good night and good luck.
You're right.
Good night and good luck.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoy our content. Okay, so we're going to answer another viewer's question. Okay, I was discussing with a woman I was on a date with, and I told her that society isn't meant for men and women to be platonic friends. The platonic friendship you get is from family. Why would I have a platonic female friend if all the non-sexual and intimate things from the friendship I can get from my sister? What are your takes on that? Okay, so can men and women, he's asking, can men and women just be friends?
No. Someone always likes someone.
The way
it is. The only reason if you're a guy, the only reson she's your friend is because she doesn't like you, or he doesn't, or you don't like her.
Someone's gonna like someone at some point, or even have a mild attraction to them. The idea that, okay, so have you ever been friends with? Have you actually before?
Yeah, work guys.
Yeah, like workmen.
But they're not my friend. We don't call each other.
Right, but have you ever had so forget that. So have you ever had like a friend?
No, dates.
Right.
That's it.
I don't see where that can work at all, because there's the sex part always comes in, that sexual attraction comes in, because especially if you are literally sexually attracted to them. Remember we did that video on your husband or boyfriend or whatever having, or girlfriend, your significant other having a friend of the opposite sex, a best friend of the opposite sex. And a majority of people are like, no. Not gonna happen. There was a few people who were like, oh no, you can have friends.
No, negative.
I don't like that either. And I feel like this is the reason why, because a lot of times what happens is if something goes like sour in your relationship a little bit, or you have like an argument or fight, you're gonna go and run to your best friend, right?
I'm your best friend.
Right.
That's why you married me.
Right. We're best friends now.
I'm your female best friend. Everybody else that is considered a friend is a man.
There's always that moment though when a relationship, okay, an argument happens in a relationship, and they say my best friend was a man, and I was like, oh, I'm in an argument with you, and I'm gonna go and talk to my best friend about this, right? I call my best friend up, male, and I go over his home. It may just work out just fine. It may just be some good advice. Go back to and it's gonna be just fine, great, But a lot of times what happens is not that.
Ask Derek Jackson. That was his homegirl. Just saying.
Yeah, he called her his homegirl.
That was his homegirl. See what I'm saying?
So it doesn't work out. Now the idea of just, okay, so outside of relationships, can a woman and a man just mingle and hang out with each other? Can a woman and man
be friendly? Yeah.
Yeah, friendly is different.
Yeah. You're not his best friend. I'm his best friend. And anything besides him having a best friend is a man.
Right.
That's it. You're not going out and having dinner with some woman and I'm not there.
Okay, so that's weird. Right. But outside of a relationship, so you don't think you can ever just spark up a friendship with a guy?
I can spark up with a friendship with a guy, but we're not calling each other. See, friends to me, they're acquaintances and they're friends. I can be acquaintances with a lot of people. Yeah. Including men. But when it comes to friendship, when you have a relationship, a standing relationship, I'm talking about when you're not in a relationship. When you're in a relationship with someone, you are really treading on some murky waters, because the instant something doesn't work out, or the instant, even if you're your man, if he sees you going out to dinner with some guy, he's gonna be. Is he paying?
Gonna work, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even with work husbands, he's my work husband.
Oh, I hate that.
A lot of husbands don't like that.
Because it's like, why is that? Why
are you walking around saying that?
So this guy is talking about.
Unless he's gay.
Right.
I had a lot of gay male friends. You know what I mean? But they're gay. They don't want me.
He said society. He told his date The society, they had this conversation. He said the society isn't meant for men and women to be platonic friends. The platonic friendship you get is from the family. And I would have to agree with that. But the idea of just all of a sudden meeting a guy to be your best friend is weird. Like, I don't know if I could actually, if that could ever be feasible.
I've learned a lot of things about men from other men, like at work.
Yeah.
But that's just a work friendship. We don't hang out outside of work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all the people I hang out outside of work would be women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's it. I mean, other than that, what's going to happen is the instant you get a relationship, then it's kind of weird, because even like,
but even with the work relationships, sometimes work friendships or work whatever, you can always tell when things get a little too flirty with work.
Men have affairs with their secretary.
Yeah, all the time,
because she knows everything about them.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship, you have to be careful anyway. And I'm not one of these women that like to thumb through my man's phone.
Yeah.
I'm not into all that. You know what I mean? It's just like, let's just make some rules here.
Yeah.
Your best friend is a man.
Right.
Your best female friend is me.
Yeah.
If you think there's another woman that's better than me, then you need to go marry her. That's how I like to keep things very simple and not make things gray areas.
Mm-hmm. So I was watching this video on YouTube, and there's a male that said he has only female friends.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay. So I always feel like that is strange. Mm-hmm. I don't know. When I think about a man just only having female friends, I'm like, why?
I used
like
to
how? How? I'm perplexed. I'm like, how?
But I'm saying, I used to talk to a guy that told me that he only had female friends.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. He got married, and he would flirt with me in my inbox. You know why? Because I'm his friend.
And you didn't say nothing back.
I didn't say anything back.
She didn't say anything back.
You know what I mean? But this is what I'm saying. I'm sure he's not sharing these inboxes with his wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what this is a guy. This is what ladies, when you're dating guys who say they have all, this is what I mean.
Yeah.
There's no, you got to pump the brakes. And so a lot of men, when they think they have all female friends, believe me, when you get in that relationship, you're going to meet all those women.
Yeah.
Because they're going to show up. And I'm not saying you're going to be introduced to them.
Yeah.
What you're going to do is you're going to see them calling. Mm-hmm. You're going to see them at the gym, or you're going to see him liking, or you're going to get obsessed.
I always feel like,
everybody.
Let me tell you, so I always feel like, I don't know if y'all agree with this, but okay, so whenever a guy has a lot of whenever a guy has a lot of female friends, right, majority of them are female friends, I always feel like two things. Either the guy is gay, which maybe not. That's like on the lower part of it. That's like me thinking way stretch, right? But then I mostly think that he found a dating loophole. Mm-hmm. Because if you only, it's smart. Because if you only have female friends and you're not necessarily flirting with them, but it's like, maybe subliminal. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I feel like you found a way to only hang out with women and only be friends with them and go out with them, but just call it going out, not necessarily on dates and stuff. And then if something progresses, right, like sexually or whatever, then you're right in there. Mm-hmm. You just never saw it coming. So I feel like the majority of the time, men like that.
Derek Jackson.
Yeah, I think they just found a dating loophole. They found a loophole into getting the woman into bed.
This guy that I was talking to, I told him I wasn't going to date him because of this. This is how serious. This is what I mean. I wasn't going to date. He thought that was insecure. I said, that's fine. Fast forward a year later, and we were friendly. I didn't even know he was engaged. Yeah. And so anyway, because I wasn't on Facebook a lot. But then when I got on Facebook, because, congratulations, I didn't inbox him that. I just said congratulations. Right. He jumped in my inbox. He didn't say thank you underneath the what everybody else. He jumped in my inbox and was like, thank you. I was trying to get at you. I think that men who only have female friends are insecure men that are afraid of being around other men.
But so there's another, that's another.
When you are a man that only has female friends, I think there's some insecurity about being around other masculinity,
right?
Because they upstage you. You know what I mean? Or you feel some sort of competition.
That's really interesting because also in addition to the man finding kind of that dating loophole I'm talking about, he might also be like he might also be like not wanting to have any competition. So what better way to stop competition with other men than to be the only man amongst all of these women that are your friends?
I mean, okay, so reverse it. Bill Burr and his wife had a conversation on his podcast about, it was a viewer question. It was a girl talking about the fact that she only has male friends and that her male guy friend that just has a girlfriend, and these girls are always catty with me, and they're just, and Bill Burr's wife went like ballistic on them. She was like, I hate bitches like this. You know what I mean?
You know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing, okay? This man has a woman, you need to step away. Yeah. And she knows what she's doing. You know why she doesn't have female friends? Because it's competition. Yeah. She don't want to be around a lot of other women that could upstage her. Yeah. In a way. You know what I mean? I'm a woman. I gravitate towards women when it comes to I gravitate to my mom, my sister, and any other woman that comes. I do not naturally gravitate toward men unless I'm flirting or we just happen to work together or just by chance. Right. You know what I mean?
But I don't just haphazardly hang out. And like you said earlier, like especially if you're in a relationship, forget. There's no way I just think that it's less about insecurity. I think it's more about respect. I think if I had a husband or relationship, I would never ever have a male best friend. No. Because I think that is just disrespectful. Could you imagine? Like I could not, and I know that it happens. I actually know people who have the same situation. Like, my wife doesn't care that I have, a bunch of female friends. I'm like, really?
I went on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in a while. Like everyone's like you say, we go on sporadically. I have like 89 new friend requests, and all of them are men. Yeah, when I go to delete them, sometimes I look at their profile, and most of them are married. And I'm like, so what do you need to be friends for? Why are you? We have one person in common. Why were we? You're trying to get access to women, and so this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like men. Someone said that the only reason, some guy told me the only reason a man would ever be friends with a woman is because he got friend zoned and he had no choice. He said otherwise he was trying to get at you, but you friend zoned him. He was just like, he said men can have sex with women they don't even like. Right. So you mean to tell me he's just like, right? This is what it is. He said men who get friend zoned accidentally. That's just what it is. Right. It's like otherwise, women can do it because women aren't always attracted to every man that they see because women aren't visual. Right. Men are visual. So if men are just coming up trying to be friends because he saw you from a distance and he thought you were attractive, then you gave him the I have a boyfriend, or then he was just like, okay. Some guys like to be friend zoned because they like to wait until that person messes up in the relationship. They can jump right in. You know what I mean? But I like to save my relationships as much as I possibly can. So there are rules that come with me.
There's clear boundaries. I mean, I don't think that it does not take a genius to understand this, right? I had a friend back in New York, and she was one of these. I was her only woman friend. She had like 10 male friends, and she had a boyfriend. And I'm like, well, how does he feel about all these, like all your friends, And she just like, well, he doesn't really care. I said, but she goes out with these guys. I'm like, how? He doesn't care? And she's like, no. I was like, wow, okay, that's interesting. I'm going to say he does. Does he know about these guys? And she's like, yeah, she does. My friends, I grew up with them. And said, what are your thoughts on that, though? What if they knew the women? What if your husband knew the woman back from grade school? I mean, I would never tell someone not to ever talk to.
If they met in the crib. Right. If you're my boyfriend, you got to have some respect. Because we can both play this game. Right. And believe me, it's not. I know how men are too. Yeah, they don't like seeing another man taking their wife out or girlfriend out to dinner.
Men are very territorial. They don't like that.
You know what I mean? You don't want to get caught up in this game. Yeah. You know what I mean? And also, I don't play games. Right. I mean, so if you get in a relationship with me, you'll know right away. You need to talk to her. Yeah. Right. If you want to be with me, if you're attached to this woman in some weird way, then maybe she's your one. Maybe she's the one. Maybe I don't know why you're not with her, but maybe she's actually the one.
Oh, it's like women who only want to. It's the same reverse. Women who only want to be around men and then call them just their friends. Like, I'm like, why do you only want to be around men? I don't get that. Like, why? What are you doing here?
Because they tell you you're cute.
It's cute. Yep, that's the reason why. You get all the stuff.
And
you get all the compliments for you.
Go out with them and they pay for dinner. And
there's no competition. That's another thing. There's no competition for the woman because you're the only lady in their little man group. And I feel the exact same way with men. Boy, that is a dating loophole I've never heard one in my entire life. Like, you got in. And you never have to. And then there's some situations where he won't even have to pay for the date. Because if you're only going out as a friend, y'all could be paying for your own
But I can bet you he will.
Yeah, right.
Because he knows that if he pays for the date, she's already going out with him. He might get some more dessert.
Right.
You know what I mean? He will pay for the date if he thinks that he's a slight chance. You know what I mean? Like,
there's always, what did they say? Harry met Sally. There's always the woman. There's always the can men and women ever be friends? And he said no, because it's always the sex thing.
Yeah.
The sex thing will always show up.
Will always like it in the
one or both are always going to be attracted. Somebody's going to be attracted to somebody at some point.
And most likely it's going to be the guy. Because men are visual, women are not. Right. So it's just like women just like the compliments. We can get complimented all day. Yeah. We're not necessarily attracted to you.
No.
But men who are complimenting you on, they usually are pretty much attracted to you. But everybody, even like on Harry, when my best friend's wedding, she liked him.
She did. See, that's another thing. I mean? And always, at the end of the day, it's always that it shows up. You did end up liking it. You do like them. So you did find them attractive in some way.
Right.
And that it always turns out like that.
Yeah. So Harry and Sally, they got married at the end. I mean, that's just the way that it is. It's just that's the point. It's like, it's the differences. Look what we're saying about feminism. It's the differences in us that attracts us. It is. That's what I mean. Yeah. Like, we are different than them, and so that's where the attraction is.
Yeah.
We have something they want. You know what I mean? And we have something, like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's just the point. It's just like, otherwise, why would you want to be a man sitting around talking to a bunch of women all day? Unless you're gay, I don't see why you would even do that. It's not like a business partner. Like, if you have business questions and the woman happens to be a businesswoman, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? But why do you have all female friends? Like, that's not a thing to me. That's something that people do when they either don't want to get serious with people, or they're afraid of commitment. Yeah. Trying to push everyone, because most men know that if just like this one, the guy that I was talking about, he literally got married, and the first thing he did was exactly what I told him could happen. Yeah, I was with somebody. One of his best friends was a woman. He literally grew up with her. I think he knew her since 5th grade, but they hung out and talked a lot. They talked all the time, and before we were in a relationship. And so a real woman, like, because she was a real, like, woman and she would understand you have to take a step back. And this woman did. I remember her saying to me, I want you to know this person is my best friend. We grew up together, but I don't disrespect the relationship. So I'm not going to be calling your boyfriend all hours of the night, or nothing's going to happen. And this woman was a real woman. She took a step back and was like, he's my friend. Mm-hmm. And I would never stop anybody from being, if you knew someone when they were in grade school, I'm not going to be that person who's going to be like, never talk to her again. But I definitely was like, okay, I didn't have to say nothing. I had to say nothing, because that's called mutual respect. That's a woman respecting another woman's relationship. So I think that if you're not able to do that as a woman, if you're a woman that's friends with, if you're a woman and you were friends with my boyfriend, I would think that it would be respectful of you to take a step back, just out of respect for the relationship. So a lot of people don't do that, though. We were saying that even, like, y'all know how close Kara and I are. We're really close. But when we're in relationships.
When we are in relationships,
we're not anymore. It's like, well, we are, but we're not.
We understand that the dynamics are changed a bit, so a lot of attention gets put to our significant other. And Kara and I are, y'all know, we are best friends. Mm-hmm. We're sisters, but we're like kindred spirits, best friends, right? So but even us, when we get into relationships, I see Kara a little less. Yeah, she sees me a little less. So we just kind of respect each other's boundaries. Being just hanging out with a guy, just going to lunch with a guy, and it just,
unless it's not for work, then I don't want to.
I don't see how that even works.
We don't play that game. I don't play games in my relationship. I'm like a very decisive person when it comes to certain things, right? Because I just know that Some people do things like this and they get caught up on petty and he's got a girlfriend. I'm gonna go find myself a guy to hang out with. I'm not doing all that, and I'm side-eyeing that girl because me and her know exactly what's going on here.
I'm telling you right now, whoever my future husband is, if you're watching this, please know, be careful. You can't be having 800 women hanging around you all day long. I think you're trying to find a way to get the girls. You gotta be smart about these things. You're right. If you're watching this, you are so right. Society is not meant for us to just be friends. They're not. Platonic. It's not a thing.
No.
It's not a thing. And you can live in that delusion all you want to. You can sit all day long thinking that someone right now is thinking, no, I actually do just have women friends. I actually do just have men friends. You sit in that delusion.
That's okay. I just tell people to try it. I mean, don't listen to what I say. Try it. You try dating someone that has the opposite sex best friend. And you'll be feeling weird the whole time. Maybe because you watched the show first. Or maybe now you'll be delusional.
Right.
I'm just saying, you just try it.
Paranoid.
No, I'm telling you, in relationships, make things very simple.
Yeah.
Don't try to complicate things and make things.
We're so clear. Like, Kara and I, our personalities we are just so clear on things. So I like clarity clarity is your best friend. It is, because it is going to save the day every single time. Can women and men be friends, Kara?
No. I know the feminists are all going to come here. I have all kinds of friends.
Yeah.
We're the same. We're equal.
Women,
we're so
right.
equal. We're the same. That's just ludicrous. I don't understand. I mean, I pee standing up too.
Feminists coming for us for this one.
Or what is it? Like some red pill guy. Oh, but that's not true. I've had dozens of women pay for my dinner. We're the same. Okay. All you people that like to pretend like men or women the same, God bless you. Good luck with that. You ever seen that show? Here's how I want to end that. Me and Dale just watched the movie, and you know how I end this? Good night and good luck.
All right, you guys, tell us what you think. Can men and women be friends? Comment below, let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And that's it. Everybody have a good weekend. Bye.